Cancer commercials, Anthony. We got 2 to play today. Well, the Cancer Box song is just terrific.
And
but
that's
first,
a commercial?
Yeah. But first, we got a commercial that they were running for the election that just passed us by. Some kind of bill, I think. I don't know. Let's take a listen and see what this is about.
Figure it out.
I smoked my first cigarette at the age of 14. At the age of 48, I got throat cancer. If you don't want this to happen to your child or someone you love, please vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 creates youth anti-smoking programs and helps smokers quit. When you step into that voting booth on Tuesday, think of your kids. Remember my voice. Vote yes on Amendment 3.
Thank God the government is there to take care of us, because we can't take care of ourselves.
Can't figure out that smoking's bad for you.
So the amendment is what? Oh, Jimmy doesn't agree.
No, I don't know if I'm up in the air on this one.
Why?
I don't know what the whole thing is, though. It sounds like, hey, protects the kids, but what is it really?
That type of crap annoys me. Although the smoking industry in this one, they for so long lied about what was in their thing, purposefully being deceitful. Like, it's not like they were being honest all along.
Yeah, I get all that, but it's not.
That was what I like to call the good old days.
I was going to say, it's not the 50s anymore. It's 2006. I'm amazed there are people out there that don't know smoking is really bad for you.
Menthol's good for your throat. It's pretty much what they were saying back then about cigarettes. Filter? Who needs them? Hey, just smoke your Lucky or your Chesterfield. They would say, 9 of 10 doctors recommend Chesterfield. It's got a smooth draw. These cool words for it. Smooth draw. Silky feeling on your throat. Like it actually helped your throat. And helps combat lung fever.
Weren't the Lucky Strike ones the best?
Lucky's ruled.
Let me see. This is an old school Lucky Strike commercial.
Look, you're already winning with the music.
Lucky Strike. First again with Tobacco Men. First again with Tobacco Men.
Disjointed.
LSMFT. LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Ew.
Yes, in a cigarette, it's the tobacco that counts. And Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
On the draw.
So for your own real deep down smoking enjoyment, smoke that smoke of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike.
And remember, cigarette paper is white. Even the paper that is rolled around that fine tobacco is white. Just like your neighborhood if you smoke Lucky Strike cigarettes. Lucky Strike, the favorite cigarette of white people. If you want a whites-only cigarette, smoke Lucky's, not like those mentholated Negro cigarettes. So pick up a Lucky and help win the war against Hitler and the Japs and the Negroes. Smoke a Lucky. Easy on the jaw, easy on the throat. Recommended by every doctor. Cancer? What's that? Never heard of it. Smoking Lucky gets rid of tumors. We don't even know what tumors are, but it gets rid of them. You'll find out in the future when there are no more Negroes.
The good old days.
We're trying to find the good cigarette ads where the doctors endorse smoking and all that.
Of course they lied.
We got them. I just...
there was a point, though, where I don't think they knew. Look at medical technology back then. They're a bunch of dopes. What did they know? Sucking smoke into your lungs harmful? Stop it. Stop it, please.
We were stupid.
We didn't know anything. If man exceeds 30 miles per hour for any length of time, he will surely perish.
9?
So one of my favorites when the train came out. That people couldn't do 30 miles an hour for any length of time, or they will surely perish. That's what they said.
Really?
That's what some dope said.
Yeah.
Ew.
30.
Hey, I think I found the cigarette ad where the doctors endorse smoking.
Let's talk to a doctor.
According to a recent nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
3 leading independent research organizations asked this question of 113,597 doctors.
Wow.
What cigarette do you smoke, doctor? The brand named most was Camel. Now, you probably enjoy rich, full flavor and cool mildness in a cigarette just as much as doctors do. That's why, if you're not a Camel smoker now, try a Camel on your T-zone. That's T for taste and T for throat. Your true proving ground for any cigarette. See if Camel's rich flavor of superbly blended choice tobaccos isn't extra delightful to your taste. See if Camel's cool mildness isn't in harmony with your throat. See if you, too, don't say, Camels suit my T-zone to a T.
And then the doctor tells you about the C-zone you have in your lungs and all over your neck.
Isn't that amazing, though?
Doctors.
They actually got doctors to endorse.
That long ago, they knew there was a problem, though. The fact that they would have doctors endorsing it long ago, they knew.
You're like, why would you go to doctors?
They knew.
Like, why would you go to doctors out of all the people? Why not, have these construction workers love Lucky? Well, no, doctors, look, we know this stuff really screws you up, but look, doctors smoke.
Well, no, it happened. If you know anything about marketing, the word was getting around.
Yeah.
And the cigarette industry needed a big one to help them out. So they probably did a little payola, plugola with the doctor saying, look, hey, you want a brand new sports car?
Say something good because,
good.
We can't let the word out that people's lungs are turning into Swiss cheese.
Let's go to Bruce.
Please give us a little endorsement.
Yeah, let's go to Bruce in Louisiana. Bruce.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Bruce.
Yeah, hey, they talk about protecting the children with these ads. What about when the Flintstones were hawking cigarettes?
Yeah, we played that one.
That's part of it, yeah.
Winston.
It's also...
Thank you.
These guys... They have to sign these non-disclosure acts. You can't talk about anything that you learn in the tobacco. They're just scumbags. I mean, they've really dug their own financial grave as far as I'm concerned. They've been complete scum with the public.
But they're still doing very well.
Absolutely.
And I think it's more worldwide, too, because they don't have to
They're being hurt in the U.S.
adhere to all those rules, and people around the world love the American cigarette.
They're being smashed in the U.S. Good, though.
Here's the Flintstones ad. I don't know, smoking's coming back with the kids.
Is it?
It's coming back with the kids.
Oh, good. Good to see.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney?
Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard.
Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred.
Okay. How's about taking a nap?
Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break.
That's it. Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend.
Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking.
Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good, like cigarette should.
The Flintstones has been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Cigarette should.
How crazy is that?
Yada-da-da-da-da-da. Smoke a Winston.
Smoking.
Get the cancer.
And even back then, Honus Wagner's card is so valuable, that baseball card, because he had it yanked, because he didn't want to put in cigarette packs, because he didn't want kids smoking. That's why the Honus Wagner card is
That's
so
the
rare.
reason?
Yeah.
Really?
He did not want kids buying cigarettes to get his card. And that's why that card is so phenomenally rare. So even back in the 1911 or whatever that was,
they just knew.
Yeah, they knew.
Well, now the cigarette ads are a lot different. Here's the latest one. Finally, we get to the Cancer Box song. Listen to this.
You don't know we die from tobacco. Sometimes you just lose a lung. Oh, you don't always die from tobacco. Sometimes they just snip out your tongue. And you won't sing what the heck with a big hole in your neck. 'Cause you don't always die from tobacco.
I like
Don't
it.
always die from tobacco.
Yeah, so you might not be dead, but you'll be talking through one of those.
That to me was scary. That scared me into quitting smoking. You can't scare a smoker or a drinker into quitting. That was what's got me. It was the idea of having a piece of my jaw taken out or drooling into a bag. It wasn't death. Death is like this intangible thing that none of us can, all right, when you're dead, you're dead. But that was like, man, to have to live with a piece of your tongue gone or a piece of your jaw cut out, that really freaked me out.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. I'm thinking that maybe the listeners could come up with their own cigarette
It's a good song.
What do you think?
like that one?
Yeah, I like the voice, but the song is good.
We could give it a try. Have the listeners come up with their own cigarette ads.
I was trying to see what they died of.
What?
The guys that did the Flintstones. The voices.
Hopefully they were shot for making an unfunny cartoon. I hated the...
You didn't like the Flintstones, did you?
I hated the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, Barney, shut up.
Why shut up? It was one of the greatest cartoons ever,
It
Jimmy.
never made me laugh once.
Based on, the honeymooners.
I know.
But,
It just took a little toodaloot noise that they would make.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's when they were walking on their tippy toes.
Hated it. I liked
Mel Blanc was heart disease.
Bunny was great. I just didn't like the Flintstones.
That's too bad.
I know. Big dumb dinosaur.
Let's say hi to Dan in Youngstown. Dan, what's up? There it is.
Yeah. We have that noise ready.
That's Fred Bowling.
Hello?
Bottom line is this. The smoking commercials, they've just brought it on themselves. I have no mercy for them.
All right.
I have no mercy. Even though it's a legal product and you should be able to advertise, I have no mercy for them.
Yeah, but didn't you think like Wilma and Betty were hot?
No.
Pebbles.
They're cartoon characters.
Betty was better than Wilma.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Wilma was more of the house
No, they're
wife thing.
No.
Betty had a little wild streak in her.
Yeah. Stop.
And her womb was barren. So they had to adopt Bam Bam.
I saw Betty's Craigslist ad. It says she speaks Greek.
There you go. All right, I was ready to yell hack radio alert, but Jimmy helped us out.
Yeah.
Many DJs have done that bit.
Who
do you think is the hottest cartoon chick? We'll take your calls now. Who do you think is the hottest cartoon chick? I think Wilma. What do you think, Anthony?
Velma.
Velma?
Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Why Velma?
Because she seems like she would work harder.
Yeah, Jimmy, who do you think is the hottest cartoon chick?
Dora the Explorer.
Saving us from hack radio again, Jim Norton. Dan in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing?
Welcome aboard, Dan.
All right, my grandmother, when we were cleaning out her apartment, had an advertisement with John Wayne on it, and it said, exercise your lungs, advertising some cigarette. It just seemed ridiculous.
Exercise your lungs.
He certainly did. His lungs got a workout when they were like, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull it out.
Pull it out.
And I heard he had 40 pounds of food in his colon. Someone said that because back then,
Really?
Yeah. I heard it was so impacted and stuff. It was just bad eating. All he did was have big steaks.
Of course.
Just drank gravy and smoked cigarettes.
Down at the Brown Derby.
Oh, the Duke lived it up.
Yeah, of course he did.
You asked the Duke if you wanted a diet soda, he'd spit in your face.
Yes.
Well, every movie you
He was
see
a
him
real
smoking.
man. Yeah, well, he didn't die from the lung cancer, though, did he?
I think he died from cancer.
Yeah, but they're saying he died because they were making one of those westerns in the area where they were testing nuclear weaponry.
Yeah.
Nuclear explosion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that must have been
Nuclear
what did it.
testing. There's maybe we can find the story. They're saying a ton of people from this one particular movie died of cancer. And they're looking at the whole fact that they were filming this movie in the desert where they were doing some
atomic bomb testing.
testing.
Young Hawk already brought something up that said John Wayne died of stomach cancer on June 11th, 1979.
Yes.
Is that it? Genghis Khan was the movie. Everyone involved died of cancer, including Agnes Moorehead from Bewitched. Agnes Moorehead. She died. That wasn't a movie, was it? Genghis Khan? Thought it was a Western. And, of course, someone says Genghis Khan got glowing reviews. Very funny nuclear radiation joke.
Agnes Moorehead was her name?
Agnes Moorehead.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to
certainly beats going out with Agnes, my neck hurts.
Agnes, I'm tired.
Agnes, I don't know you well enough. Because then she becomes Agnes Black Eye, where Agnes walks home.
Agnes, it smells like onions.
Agnes, I'd rather...
That is an awful name to have to go through life with.
Certainly is.